Rest?
Yeah.
Oh. All right. So this, hello third grade families, this standard is 3MD3. This was a standard that scholars recently took this week, and they did not do well. The overall average was a 55%. So with standard 3MD3, that is like looking at bar graphs and scales and thinking about how you can ask different questions around bar graphs and scales. However, the trickier thing with the third grade content is that the key is going to let you know the amount of each item. So that is a part where like scholars struggle. They're not paying attention to the key. So when I look at this diagram, before I even answer the question, I'm going to cover up my question and think to myself, number of books read, I see Nancy and I see Juan. And then I see the key, a star equals 5 books. That is very important. The first thing I do is circle my key, identify my key. Each star equals 5 books. So now I look, okay, number of books read. Nancy, each key is 5 books. Let me see how much Nancy has. So 5, I'm counting by 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Nancy has 25 books. Now, how many does Juan have? 5. Each star is 5 books. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. He has 40 books. Now I'm going to think about my question, because the first thing I want to do is make sure that I understand the diagram and what's going on. So now my question goes, how many more books did Juan read than Nancy? So Juan read 40. Nancy read 25. So now I know that I'm going to subtract. And then that is going to give me 15 books. Complete sentence. Juan read 15 more books than Nancy. And the thing about this problem is that they're going to ask several questions. They'll probably ask, how many books did Nancy and Juan read all together? So then that's going to be 40 plus 25, which is 65. Or they can ask different questions like, how many more books does Nancy need to get to the same amount that Juan has? That's 15. So like they're going to ask several questions just around this diagram. What trips kids up is just not identifying the key and labeling the actual graph based on the key. So that's the standard 3MD3.